We interrupt this program to bring you...
Please don't hurt me.
Courage, the Cowardly Dog Show! Starring... Courage, the Cowardly Dog! Abandoned as a pup, he was found by Muriel, who lives in the middle of...
Courage the Cowardly Dogs is one of the scariest cartoons ever. I mean, go watch the new Judgy Ito show on Netflix and then go watch Courage and see which one scares you more. But something about it being scary still makes you want to watch more of it. Probably because Courage himself is such a pleasant character. Even though he is surrounded by all these creepy entities, Courage the Cowardly Dog as a show is one of my favorite cartoons in general.
Approved.
It's somehow comforting, although its scary nature, and Courage as a character is one of my favorite characters in all of fiction as well. And the episode I'm covering today might be the best showing of Courage's character. Also, this episode is quite possibly one of the darkest cartoon episodes ever. The creator of Courage the Cowardly Dogs has even said that he can't believe that the episode was created.
About the episode Mask.
The Mask? That's another great one. I can't believe that got made.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
That I can't believe got made. I don't know.
Now, the reason why he wasn't surprised the episode was created wasn't because it was so scary that it would scare other kids, but because of how realistic it is. And the realism made it more terrifying than any other episode he made before. We started with Courage just chilling on his property, taking a nap because of all the hard work he has to do. Some random creepy ass figure with a mask just appears from the void, waking Courage up from his nap. And after having the nerve to wake him up, she spews some anti-dog hate speech, saying all dogs are then starts assaulting him. Muriel sees this and thinks the two are friends and invites the masked girl over for tea.
Nah, jit, tripping.
At the table, the masked girl reveals her name is Kitty and she's from the wrong side of the tracks. Also telling the family about how her best friend Bunny fell in love with a gangster dog who treats her like a slave. And when Kitty tried to sneak her out, the dog threatened her life. Which might explain why she beat down Courage earlier. Then Eustace says what we're all thinking.
Take that mask off, you might see better.
The rest of the day is torture for Courage. He was sitting down watching TV, not bothering anyone, and Kitty beat him with a giant fish. Then he was trying to plunge the toilet, and she comes in using him as the plunger, all while she keeps saying how all dogs are At dinner, Kitty also adds on to her list of crimes with stalking, revealing the secrets about the family that makes them insecure. That night, Muriel lets Kitty sleep over in the attic, and Courage becomes a peeping Tom, watching Kitty before she goes to bed. He watches as she takes off her mask, and it reveals that she is a cat, and for some reason this frightens Courage, so he locks her door. Courage goes to wake up Muriel and Eustace to tell them about the monstrosities that he had seen before, but instead of listening to Courage, they scold him for being unsympathetic towards Kitty, since all they know is that she's just a girl from the wrong side of the tracks. Courage then devises a plan to bring Kitty's beloved mouse to the police so they can arrest her. Courage then locks Muriel and Eustace in their rooms and sneaks into Kitty's room through the window. As she sleeps, Courage takes the mouse from her and drives to a diner to get some food before snitching. And the worker notices that the mouse is Kitty's and tells Courage that Kitty and Bunny are the sweetest girls ever, but Bunny's boyfriend Mad Dog didn't like it. And then he pretty much just sends Courage on a rescue mission to save Bunny. There's a funny side plot where we see Muriel and Eustace get stuck in their room while Muriel has to pee, but that's not our worries right now. We cut to Courage about to cross over to the wrong side of the tracks, but he is hesitant at first, which I would be too because this place looks like it's responsible for depleting half of the Earth's ozone layer. But Courage thinks of Muriel getting eaten by Kitty and crosses over. Courage sees Mad Dog and Bunny get out of the car. Mad Dog pretty much drags Bunny out of the car and she just looks blankly, not showing any emotion. This is where I say things get scary and dark. The first half of the episode, while yes, Kitty wearing the mask is creepy as hell, this just has a sense of realism to make it that much scarier. It's apparent that Bunny is a victim of human trafficking and Mad Dog is her boyfriend and pimp. Revealing this now will make everything else in the episode make more sense. In the trap house, Mad Dog and Bunny are on the couch, as Mad Dog complains to Bunny that she doesn't seem happy anymore and how she's probably thinking about Kitty. He claims he took her from a 2-bit joint and made her a class act, which is in reference to her being trafficked. Mad Dog threatens her,
If I even smell Kitty, I'll bury the two of you.
Bunny starts to cry and Mad Dog tries to comfort her, but she sees this as the opportunity to escape, hooking Mad Dog onto a lamp. Sadly, Mad Dog's goons are right outside the door, and Bunny gets trapped inside of a flower pot. Courage sees this and bangs on the window and shows Bunny the mouse she bought for Kitty. Courage gets inside of the house and digs Bunny out of the pot, but then one of Mad Dog's goons walk inside the room and Courage knocks him out, but Mad Dog is right on the trail. They hop out of the window, falling off the fire escape. In the distance, a train could be heard. As Courage and Bunny are running to catch the train, Mad Dog gets inside of his car and chases the two. Courage tells Bunny to run after the train as he distracts Mad Dog, and heroically, Courage jumps inside of Mad Dog's car, changing his course of direction, going straight into the train. While it being a children's cartoon, we see Mad Dog isn't dead, only severely injured, but if we're gonna be honest, he died. This also leaves Courage pretty badly injured, but we know our boy is built different. As we see Kitty and Bunny get reunited, Kitty takes back what she said about how all dogs being the same, and now her and Bunny can be best friends forever. I'd like to also say that they definitely aren't just best friends. They're probably lovers, but you know, it's a cartoon in the 2000s, so they aren't going to allow that. The episode ends off with Courage going back home in the lap of Muriel. This episode gets really dark, and as a kid when you watched it, you probably didn't get the real reason why it is scary, so shedding light on this episode is needed. Courage in this episode is so selfless, helping the person who was beating on him before. Honestly, this just makes me love Courage even more than I did before. Thanks for watching. How do you guys feel about this episode? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch y'all later.